Hey, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us on KHOU 11 Plus. I'm Len Cannon.
Mia Gradney here. Hello and howdy to you this evening as we count down to the moment rodeo fans have been waiting for in just 30 minutes. We'll find out who is stepping onto that iconic rotating stage.
Yes, we can't wait. And tonight we're getting you ready for the big reveal. We already know two of the performers who will be on that lineup. KHOU Johnson, who's doing a big concert-only finale on March 22nd. That means no rodeo events that night. And Russell Dickerson, he was announced yesterday during a first-of-its-kind rodeo pop-up concert in the middle of Times Square. When we did that story yesterday, Mia, I thought, ooh, that's a boss move. Go to Times Square and show who's going to be at Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
H-Town takeover in the Big Apple.
That's right. Our resident cowgirl, Aniela Ruiz, dusted off her cowgirl hat as well, joins us live from the announcement party at NRG Center with all the sights, the sounds. Oh, and Aniela, the food.
Well, guys, the food has been delicious. I've already tried it, but I'm trying to see if I can get a little bit of a sneak preview of what we can expect here. Thank you so much for joining me. Chris is obviously the CEO here, and tell us about the lineup. I know that you guys have been planning this for how long?
Yeah, so it's probably 12 plus months. We start putting it together literally before the show. So we're already thinking about 2027. It does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of coordination. We're confident in our two staff members that really take the lead on it. We work with a lot of friends in Nashville as well as in Los Angeles to make sure we're getting the right vibe. We have surveys as well. We listen to our people here. We know who's of interest to folks, and so you just put it all together, and quite frankly, then you have to just figure out if dates will work and timing works out, and just a lot of things that go into it. But we're super excited about this lineup.
Guys, maybe they heard of our petition. Maybe they're going to bring some of our favorite artists. We'll see. And so let's also talk about, I know that families like to come and like to get, the best bang for their buck. Is there going to be a special time for them to be able to do that?
Yeah, so what we normally do is, and we'll check RodeoHouston.com, we'll give you the latest and greatest, but normally we have Value Wednesdays, so there's some really good opportunities from there. And then just coming earlier in the day with kids and give them a chance to get it before it gets super crowded, particularly out on the carnival, is always a win. But yes, definitely pay attention. There's certainly some good deals there. That you can also purchase the carnival ticket prices early at half price. So lots of good things if you can start getting in front of it early.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Let's talk about the New York pop-up. That was something different and something new. Talk about the exposure that gave Houston.
Yeah, it was great. It really was. And we were able to do a partnership with Houston First to promote Houston, which is important for all of us in this community. And so being able to do that, we had a billboard that we partnered with Houston First on, and then we were able to do a pop-up concert. It's the first time we've ever done that. And I always say, anytime you can recognize what our 36,000 volunteers do for this community, and the fact that we're over 660 million giving to the youth of Texas, and we can spread that word to talk about the greatness that is this organization and spread it all across the country, and for that matter around the globe. It's such a unique organization, and we're super proud of what we do here, and it was great to be able to activate there.
And, I know that the Houston Livestock Show, everybody knows it for the concerts, the food, and everything, but ultimately it is about the kids.
No question. It's about the kids. As a former exhibitor here myself growing up here, you can never say enough about what we do for our exhibitors, our 4-H or FFA kids, our scholarship winners. Every kid in the Houston community can be a part of this show. And it really is. We say this all the time. It's all about the kids. It is what we do. There's a lot of things that go into it around the grounds, from food, as you said, to the rodeo itself, the carnival, the livestock show. But there's so much, and we can't wait to welcome everybody out this year for 21 days in March.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Why did you guys decide to do the last day full concert?
Yeah, but we've done it before. We do it about every 4 or 5 years on average, and this year it just worked out for us with a great local product and a great friend of the rodeo, KHOU Johnson. And so we're looking forward to having him. I know he's super excited. Randy Hauser and John Party's coming too. So it's going to be a great day, which means we will open on Monday instead of Tuesday. So when we do the announcement, remember the first concert the entertainer will announce will be for Monday through Saturday, the last Saturday, and then of course we'll have a full concert on the 21st day.
All right, so I know you can't reveal any names just yet, but nod your head if there's any other Texas country artists coming.
I can't wait for 7 o'clock because I'm. Yes,
guys,
I
I'm
know.
trying, guys. I'm trying.
You're doing a great job. You're doing your job, and there's no one that looks forward to 7 o'clock more than me, because then we can announce it, and I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Does it feel heavy in your heart? If you feel like you need to let go, let me know.
How many more minutes do we have? Oh, I wish I could.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for chatting with us. And of course, stay with us till 7 o'clock. We'll be able to show you guys the big reveal, all the great, amazing artists. We have country, R&B, rock, a little bit for everybody.
That's what we try to say. One of my sayings is there's probably not one entertainer that's for everybody, but there's one entertainer for somebody. And so we like to get them to the stadium, hopefully get them to spend the whole day here, and then that's the last thing they get to do before they head back on the grounds.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. And of course, guys, don't forget, stay with us. So we'll bring you guys the very latest. And also, we're going to show you guys some more of the delicious food that they'll have this year. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Aniele, thank you so much. She tried really hard to get him to break.
The secret
to
will
spill
soon,
the beans.
Yes, the secret will soon be out, and he'll be able to relax. He's holding that one close to his chest in the meantime.
All right, now, while tonight is all about the next rodeo, the story of how it all began is just as remarkable. The rodeo first started in 1932 as the Houston Fat Stock Show and Livestock Exposition as a way to preserve the cattle industry along the Texas Gulf Coast during the Great Depression. That event eventually lost money in its first year, but boy, has it made a comeback.
It sure has. In its 90-year history, it's not only made contributions to agriculture, but also education and entertainment. The last time the rodeo measured its economic impact, in fact, was in 2024. That's when it generated $326 million. According to our partners at the Houston Business Journal, that puts the 2024 rodeo second only to the 2017 Super Bowl in terms of impact on the city's economy. It also contributed $660 million in scholarships and grants since 1932. $660 million.
That's impressive.
Just think about that. And just this year alone, the rodeo has already committed $15 million to education.
That's what it does, and the crowds have only grown bigger. Last year marked the highest attendance in Rodeo Houston history. 2.7 million people through the gates at NRG over 3 weeks. But the biggest rodeo concert and crowds came in 2015 when 1.3 million fans packed the stadium that day, fueled by a stacked lineup featuring Eric Church, Miranda Lambert, Alan Jackson, Fall Out Boy, Ariana Grande, and Luke Bryan. That's a lineup.
That's a star-studded lineup. No wonder why we saw big numbers.
Ooh, my goodness. As for which performer brought in the biggest crowd, that title goes to the king of country himself, George Strait, when the rodeo had a concert-only night to close out the 2019 season. Look at those numbers, 80,108 concertgoers for that concert alone. George Strait has performed at the rodeo 23 times. Okay, who's second? Brooks and Dunn right behind him at 22. Followed by number 3, Alan Jackson with 21 appearances. And there's Reba McEntire in at number 20. That's a lot of shows.
I'm pretty confident I've seen all of them. Now looking at that list, yes. Okay, so the rodeo, it is such a legacy, and it just keeps growing and expanding.
A reminder, while the lineup is being announced today, coming up in just about 15-20 minutes or so, individual tickets go on sale January 15th, 1 week from today. Tickets will be sold in 2 waves that day, folks, at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. You can enter a virtual waiting room 30 minutes before the sale time. Ticket prices start at $30. There are also verified resale tickets available if some of these concerts are sold out. But we say this every year, be warned, the resale tickets can get pricey in a hurry.
It's because the demand is so high. Everyone wants to go to these rodeo performances.
Absolutely. Okay, we're 20 minutes away from the rodeo lineup announcement.
Okay, and we already know 2 acts on the lineup, Russell Dickerson and Cody Johnson. Let's send it back to Aniele Ruiz now, who's live at NRG Center, where the party, it is just getting started. H-Town style, rodeo style, saddle up, partners. Aniele's taking us on a ride.
Guys, we are ready, and I'm here with Danielle, so she can tell us a little bit about what we can expect this year, because we're going to see some new things.
Yes, we are. We have a lot of new fun stuff coming to Rodeo this year. First is 1932 Cattlemen's Club, so that's our fine dining experience by Tillman Fertitta. That is going to be in place of where the ranch was, and that's going to be an amazing experience. They're going to have a kids menu, they're going to have steaks, they're going to have a lot of really great options for people, especially late night. They have a bar. And also, in addition to that, we are having our 21st show this year, so KHOU Johnson is going to be our 21st artist. So tickets are available right now on RodeoHouston.com. He's going to have an awesome show. There's going to be seats on the floor. There's tickets still available for his show as well. That's concert only, so there's no rodeo that day. Yeah, so no rodeo, just a concert. And then right behind us, we have Lane Boots collaboration. So last year was our first ever collaboration with Lane Boots. And this year, we have a new collection. So this is one of 3. Isn't it beautiful?
It is very nice.
Yeah, if you look at the bottom, look, there's our bow H. It says Lane. So there's 3 options. There's a bootie, there's a tall one, and then like a really tall boot for the women. And it was specially designed by our chairman of the board. She designed every last detail that mimics the Western heritage and shows our mission here at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So when you wear it, you think about why we do what we do and why you come out to the rodeo. They're really beautiful, and they're on sale right now at Lane Boots and also RodeoHouston.com.
Danielle, I want to talk about a little bit about it. Let's walk this way so we can show people a little bit more of what's going on over here. I wanted to talk about some of the cool things that we can expect at the rodeo, some of the days that you guys are going to have, maybe free, discounted days for families.
Yes, we really want to make it affordable for everyone. It's so important to us. So Community Day, which is the middle Wednesday, it's free for everyone in the community before noon. So that's a really important day, especially if you have a big family, like multiple children. So come on that day. And then the first and the last Wednesday, also there's discounts for families if they want to come. There's discounts on food, and there's also free admission for individuals who are over a certain age and under a certain age. So that's also very important.
Danielle, I also wanted to talk about the food, okay? So you guys have some new food that's actually here, so people can taste it. How do you guys select who? I volunteer, first of all, and who selects it?
Well, first of all, thank you for volunteering. We need you. So the food is great, and every year we have new food, which we are announcing the full list of new food coming up early February, so stay tuned for that. But they go through a process. They create the new items, and they do a tasting. So all the volunteers that are on the specific committee for commercial exhibits get to do a fun tasting and figure out what's going to make the most sense, what people are going to love this year. So that's fun.
And then rides we'll be able to find out soon as well.
Yes, we're having quite a few rides that are new this year, some big ones, and some new games and things like that. Those are also going to be announced in early February, so lots to look forward to.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Danielle, and we're going to keep exploring. We'll be back with you guys to share some other cool finds that we'll see here. We'll send it back to you.
Can't wait to see what else you find. Thank you, Anna Yeli. I tell you, that merch, those cowboy boots.
I like that.
Those are cool. I might need to add those to my wardrobe.
That Houston Rodeo insignia on the bottom of the boot, that is sweet.
Yes, just add it to my rodeo wardrobe.
She's got a lot too, trust me. Earlier, we were taking a look at rodeo by the numbers.
And we mentioned the king of country, George Strait. He wears the crown for the largest overall rodeo attendance for his concert-only show back in 2019. But other big performers brought in quite the crowd as well. Let's check them out. First up, Cardi B had one of the most packed rodeo concerts from her 2019 performance. That was her first and only performance since on the rotating stage. 75,580 fans filled NRG that night, and everyone I know attended. Everyone I know attended.
Half the station went to that concert. What's that famous phrase she has?
Look, half of Houston went to that concert. It felt like millions were there, but yes, it was 70,000 plus. Okay, but just 9 days later, her record, get this, was broken by Los Tigres del Norte during Go Tejano Day. They actually own the second and third top attended spots from 2024 and 2019. But who could forget the Jonas Brothers? The Joe Bros.
There you go.
Also in 2024, 75,600 fans in NRG. We did have a lot of people from the station attend this one. Tells you a lot about the age behind the scenes. It was quite the show, and currently they hold the Rodeo Houston concert attendance record. Who knew? It's not even a country act.
I know.
That's what's so interesting about Rodeo Houston.
It's the variety.
It is. And from big name performers today to humble beginnings nearly a century ago, at the very first Houston Fat Show back in 1932, guests were entertained by the Future Farmers Band. That's a group of high school students from across the state.
I love that photograph.
My, how we have evolved.
Yes, we have. Now the event headlines some of the top country performers in the world, and other performers, as you mentioned, your Jonas Brothers. These have expanded to other genres. Who could forget this? Selena Quintanilla on Go Tejano Day in 1995. This was just a month before her murder. More than 61,000 people packed the Astrodome for this show, her last televised performance.
It's an iconic performance.
It
really is. And can you believe this? That is Elvis Presley in his signature white jumpsuit on the rotating stage back in 1970. The king of rock and roll performed 6 shows at the stadium between late February and early March, setting an attendance record of over 200,000 people.
Whoa.
Okay, while the video, it is incredible to see, simply spectacular. Sadly, no audio is on it to share with you. You know, it's vintage video, folks, but you can only imagine one of his hits that he was singing.
I can't believe that. 6 shows, he's at his peak, 200,000 people. Folks showed up. Another incredible performance. Oh, back in the day, the Jackson 5, 1974. We used to call this bubblegum soul. No audio on this either. The 70s marked the first time the rodeo started branching out to those other genres, booking for performers like Chaka Khan, Olivia Newton-John, Sonny and Cher.
Tell me how you feel about this. Try to control me, but you get dismissed.
Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, and the rest of Destiny's Child lit up the rotating stage back in 2002. This was their second performance at the Astrodome. I was there for that show.
Really? Well, how old were you? 5?
Thank you for that. I'm so very flattered. I was an adult, but there for that show and for Beyonce, who later returned to the rodeo as a solo artist in 2004.
Tonight's the last night for the rodeo in the Astrodome after 37 years. And we've got to make just a little more music before we shut out the lights.
Crowd starts rolling in, pretty soon you got stars on the water.
How about that? We've been talking about what to do with the Astrodome all these years later. The king of country, George Strait, not only closing out the rodeo in 2002, but the final performance in the Dome, the 8th wonder of the world, before it closed for good.
Oh my goodness.
And now we're talking about, is it too costly to revert it to something, too costly to tear down, or we just leave it?
It's hard to say, but meanwhile, the shows inside NRG have really been something special.
They live on.
Yes, and some of my favorites through the years, of course, include the King of Country, George Strait, Kenny Chesney, when he did Rodeo Houston, I think it was in the early 2000s, mid-2000s, saw that concert, phenomenal.
She's a walking, talking music catalog here.
And then John Legend. I actually loved John Legend at the rodeo. You know, you never know who you're going to see, who's going to surprise you with their performances. I think because it's so different from anywhere else that they perform. You think about it.
Agreed.
You know, they're usually at these concert venues. It's so different from anywhere else that they perform that they really get into it as well. Okay. Hey friends, it won't be long now before we learn who will perform. It's really been a guessing game as to who will join the star-studded lineup for 2026. We post on our Facebook page, and we'll get to that in just a second. But let's talk to Aniele Ruiz right now. She's at the pre-party to this countdown to the lineup. Aniele.
Guys, they have a lot of cool stuff out here. I want to show you. One of the really cool things is Gabby here. She's a live painter. I want to show you guys what it looks like. And so Gabby, you take the picture first, right?
Yes, so my team takes a photo and we illustrate from that photo. We just launched our new AI fashion photo booth. So it takes about 2 to 3 minutes. It's a lot quicker and we get a lot more guests done completed on the day of.
Very, very cool. So you can see the line of people already, but let me show you the finished product. Cesar, look at this. So, so cool. Maybe Gabby will do a picture of me and Cesar working. Thank you so much, Gabby. Also want to show you guys, they got a lot of other cool stuff over here. Obviously, a lot of delicious food as people are waiting for the big announcement. But guys, I want to show you some of the hats. I know you guys know I like hats. I wear hats all the time. But they also have some cool hats over here. Maybe I can buy myself a hat. They have like a little cleaning spot. And maybe I could trade it in. What do you guys think?
Nice.
Does that look good?
It looks good.
You know, maybe I can also get it cleaned here by the professional who's already at work right now. What are you doing right here?
Hey there, I'm branding a hat.
Oh, that's cool. So you can put like kind of like you do the cattle, but on a hat?
Exactly. I can either fire brand it or laser brand it. I just put a photo or a picture of a baby on a hat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So Cesar, let's see if you could swing by over here and you can check this out.
Let's see.
Oh, That is so cool. So maybe you could put KHOU on one of my hats.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There you go, boss. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Thank you so much. I'm going to swing by so you could clean my hat, and I'm going to casually wear this around as we wait for the big announcement. Hopefully it fits, guys. I have a pretty big head. But like I said, a lot of activity out here, a lot of excitement as we're waiting for the big stars to be announced. I'm really hoping that they bring some of my favorite artists. My mom already told me who she wants to see for RodeoHouston Day. We're keeping our fingers crossed as we're waiting. And we're just a few minutes away, guys. So, of course, stay with us. We're going to have the very latest right here on KHOU. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Anayeli, who are you hoping to see?
You know, there's this Spanish artist. His name is Cristian Nodal. I'm hoping he comes. Maybe also Midland. I love Midland. They're so good.
Oh my
Clearly
gosh.
George Strait, because who doesn't love George Strait, right? I missed him last time when he was here, so maybe this year will be my year, you know?
I like your lineup. That sounds good. I'm down for it.
And it doesn't matter what hat you wear, you're still looking good, girl.
I like the neutral color on her.
Very
it
much
works.
so.
It works.
She mentioned
Thank
Midland.
you.
We saw them perform at an event we did a couple years ago.
Yes, we saw them live, and you
Very
know I'm a
good.
fan. I was backstage
Yes,
dancing
you were.
the entire time. So Midland's a good one, a really good one. Hey, it won't be long now. Any moment now, we're going to hear from the folks there at the rodeo. They're going to count us down to this big announcement. But before we learn who will perform, it's really been a guessing game, as I mentioned earlier, as to who will join the star-studded lineup for 2026. We posted on our Facebook page asking who you want to see, and we've received nearly 400 comments, with some of y'all asking for throwbacks from Styx
Wow.
to Pat Benatar.
Okay, rocker.
Even Madonna. That would be
Even
huge.
Madonna.
That would be epic.
Okay.
And some hoping for a Journey do-over. Some other
Okay.
popular guesses, the Red Clay Strays, Morgan Wallen, Ella Langley. Oh, she's good. And of course, George Strait.
George Strait, you can't go wrong. Some of us here at KHOU 11 getting in on the guessing game. Wrote this on the board in the newsroom. We have everything on there from Usher, Lenny Wilson, Shakira, and Benson Boone.
I didn't put my guess. I said Teddy
didn't either.
Swims. Teddy Swims.
You said
would be a
that
good
out
one.
loud.
Yes, I
Yes.
did. Okay. Okay. Earlier today, Jalissa Garza and Ron Trevino hopped on our Instagram page to share some of their guesses.
All right, it's the day we've all been waiting for, or Ron's gonna correct me.
It's the night we've all been waiting for, okay? Rodeo Houston. The lineup is being announced tonight. We're all excited about it. Houston's all excited about it. The world is all excited about it.
I know that's
Who's it
right.
going to be? We've got our predictions here. We've got our predictions.
Ron, share yours, share yours.
Stephen Wilson Jr. Have you heard him and his guitar? And how about Thomas Rhett? Okay, those are just two of the people that I want to come to Houston. Also, come on, Post Malone, come back. How about
You didn't buy me
George
tickets
Strait?
last year. He was supposed to buy me tickets to Post Malone.
I had
but he didn't.
economic difficulties that day. But also, how about George Strait? Come back.
Well, listen, I've got mine too. Okay, I've got to share who I think. Joe, okay, I love Joe Keery. Shout out Stranger Things. Ella Langley, okay, Grupo Frontera. I would love for them to come back, and Megan Maroney. I think those are pretty good. What do you think?
Those are good choices. Now, some of these people I don't know. Jesse McCartney. I know Paul McCartney. Can
don't
Paul
know Jesse
McCartney come?
McCartney?
Can Paul McCartney? Have you ever heard of him? The
Yeah,
Beatles?
I do. I know who
The
that is, but
Beatles.
you don't know who Jesse McCartney is?
No.
Anyways, we have a lot of different genres we like here at KHOU 11, and we want to know who you think is coming or who you want to come perform at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
We're all about genres.
Thank you, gang. That's a generation gap you're observing
exactly what I
in
was
those
thinking.
choices. All right, rodeo officials stepping onto the stage right now. Be sure to stay with us after the lineup announcement as we break down some of the biggest acts. For now, let's take a listen.
We couldn't do this, we wouldn't want to do it without our amazing partners and sponsors. If you're a sponsor of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, would y'all please raise your hand? Tip your hat. Thank you, guys. All right. We have a great team, a professional team that help us to put this show on every year. If you're HLSR chief or staff member, would you please raise your hand and tip your hat? All right, thank you guys. And our amazing media, our partners in media that help us to share the wonderful world of rodeo. If you're in media, would you please tip your hat, raise your hand, so we can recognize you. Thank you guys, appreciate y'all being here. So how about this party tonight? So while you're here, be sure to check out the new Lane Boots Custom 2026 Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Boot Collection, of which I'm wearing right now. I may or may not have, well, I may have one of each style in the collection. Swing by our rodeo merchandise booth. They've got a great new line of items for 2026, so you can get rodeo ready with our friends also at Kendra Scott and Cavender's for some more Western-inspired shopping. Thank y'all for being here. And don't forget the great giveaways we have. Before the night's over, be sure to grab a custom Miller Lite pint glass and try the Senior Miller Beer Rita. It's yummy. Get a fashion sketch of your Western chic look and customize a chain stitch bandana. And best of all, pick up your 2026 Rodeo Houston Entertainer lineup t-shirt after the big reveal tonight. So we're just getting started, y'all. At this time, would you please join me in giving a warm welcome to our President and CEO, Dr. Chris Bowman.
I've been living and fast forward, hillbilly rock star out of control. I've been living, howdy, fast forward.
Well, howdy, everybody. We've made it to 2026. One round of applause for our chairman of the board, Pat Man Phillips. Thank you for your leadership and all that you do. I want to thank everybody that made yesterday such a great experience for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, as we got to promote our show and our 36,000 volunteers and the work that we do for this community yesterday in New York City. So thanks to everybody that helped make that amazing day happen, and certainly want to recognize Russell Dickerson, who will be announced tonight, but of course we announced him last night for that surprise pop-up performance right in the middle of Times Square. Great way for us to introduce ourselves to a new community of all the great things that we do there. And of course, our billboard is up there and will be through January 18th. So thanks to everybody that helped make such a wonderful experience there this week. In saying that, I was supposed to tell you a little bit about what's new to get ready for 2026. So I'll do that quickly. You already know this, but this is an extra special year. We will have a 21st performance with our good friend Cody Johnson on the last day. So can't wait for Cody Johnson. John Party and Randy Hauser will be with him, so it's going to be a great experience. It is his 6th performance at Rodeo Houston, and you don't have to wait till a week from today to get those tickets. They are on sale right now. In addition to that, we have also announced our Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Downtown Parade Grand Marshal. And man, it is super exciting to welcome U.S. Coast Guard rescue swimmer Scott Ruskin as our Grand Marshal for this year's parade. He was involved with saving 165 children from the raging waters that happened in the Hill Country earlier this summer on July 4th of last year. So we're super excited to bring him. So mark your calendars for February 28th. And then we have a new fine dining experience brought to you by Fertitta Entertainment. It's called the 1932 Cattlemen's Club. It's got a brand new menu. You're going to love it. There's a kids menu too. So we want to thank them for stepping up and taking over that role. So we're excited to have them here. And saying that, make sure you subscribe to all of our social media. Check our website for a bunch of new and exciting things happening at our 2026 show. We'll be announcing some of that as we move into early February. I know you didn't come here to listen to me, so let me turn it back to our chairman of the board. One more round of applause as Pat's in her 3rd year. She's done a marvelous job for our organization. Before we tee up what you all came here for.
Thanks, Chris. Let's give it up for Chris. He does an outstanding job leading this organization. Thank you, Chris. Anybody want to hear about the lineup? Well, this year's lineup is a combination of country, pop, R&B, Latin and a Christian artist, and of course rock. But you all know we are country to the core, but you'll see that our team has done a fantastic job of providing something for everyone. We have 9 entertainers who are going to be new to the Rodeo Houston Star Stage. With that said, y'all ready to see who's coming? It's a moment we've all been waiting for, so without further ado, let's reveal the 2026 entertainer lineup.
T-minus 60 seconds and counting. Status check. Command on intel. Affirmative. Telemetry and launch condition. Affirmative. Maintain. 4, 3, 2, 1. Mission Control, we have liftoff.
Rodeo World Series brings out the best buckaroos who ever swung a leg over a cowpost. Toughest riders and toughest broncs in existence.
This is officially the biggest show of my entire life! I'd say Houston Rodeo's back there!
Hello, Houston! Top artists on the 2026 Rodeo Houston playlist are taking the star stage. Winner of the 2025 ACM and CMA Single of the Year, Riley Green kicks off Rodeo Houston Monday, March 2nd. He is one of the most influential artists of his genre, having sold over 35 million records worldwide. J Balvin is back Tuesday, March 3rd. With 17 #1 hits, over 11 million concert tickets sold, Rascal Flatts returns to the star stage Wednesday, March 4th. He has had 5 platinum-selling singles and 3 billion career streams. Russell Dickerson will be making his Rodeo Houston debut on Thursday, March 5th. Houston's own 4-time Grammy Award-winning, Emmy Award-winning superstar singer, songwriter, rapper, and actress Lizzo will be taking the star stage for the first time Friday, March 6th. For the first time in over 20 years, the country legend, whose influence has reshaped the landscape of country music and beyond, Dwight Yoakam returns to Rodeo Houston Saturday, March 7th. Making his Rodeo Houston debut, award-winning singer, songwriter, producer, and Grammy-nominated Forrest Frank takes the stage Sunday, March 8th. Welcome back Rodeo Houston Hall of Famer Luke Bryan, Monday, March 9th. The 2024 CMA New Artist of the Year, Megan Maroney, making her star stage debut Tuesday, March 10th. Grammy Award winners and one of the best-selling musical acts of the 2000s, Creed, coming to Rodeo Houston for the first time Wednesday, March 11th. He was named the ACM's Artist-Songwriter of the Decade and is considered one of the greatest singers of all time. Chris Stapleton, Thursday, March 12th. He is a 5-time Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter who spent 19 weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100 with one of the longest-running #1 songs of all time, making his Rodeo Houston debut, Shabuzi, Friday, March 13th. She's a multi-talented artist who has earned 3 Grammys, 4 AMAs, and has an award-winning daytime talk show, The Original American Idol. Kelly Clarkson, Saturday, March 14th. He is a 4-time Grammy Award winner and 5-time Latin Grammy Award winner. The legendary Pepe Aguilar makes his star stage debut Sunday, March 15th. This indie country rock band dominated the touring circuit with sold-out shows from coast to coast. Back at Rodeo Houston is Cross Canadian Ragweed, Monday, March 16th. Making their Star Stage debut is one of music's fastest rising bands and newly minted CMA Vocal Group of the Year, the Red Clay Strays, Tuesday, March 17th. His music is a mix of country, rock, hip-hop, and even 90s grunge, who has amassed 3.7 billion streams. Texas singer and songwriter KHOU makes his Rodeo Houston debut Wednesday, March 18th. She earned 9 CMAs, 16 ACMs, and is the 2025 CMA Entertainer of the Year. Grammy Award winner Lainey Wilson returns to Rodeo Houston Thursday, March 19th. Conroe's own country music superstar, Parker McCullum, is back Friday, March 20th. He is a 3-time Grammy Award winner with 25 #1 hits and one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Country superstar Tim McGraw returns to the Star Stage Saturday, March 21st. Closing out Rodeo Houston with a concert-only performance is country superstar and CMA's Male Vocalist of the Year, Cody Johnson, with special guests John Party and Randy Houser, Sunday, March 22nd. Feel the music and create memories at Rodeo Houston.
All righty. There you have it. We hope you're excited as we are about this year's lineup. Our artist collective awards include 9 Latin Grammys, 28 Grammy Awards, 24 Billboard Music Awards, 30 American Music Awards, 70 Country Music Association Awards, 52 Academy of Country Music Awards. So how about another round of applause for our lineup? Here we go. Don't forget, tickets go on sale on January 15th. The first 10 shows start at 10 a.m. The second wave, the last 10 shows will be at 2 p.m. January the 15th. We can't wait to see everybody in March. Let's have a great night, and to make that night even better, we are super excited for what's next. Put your hands together and make some noise for Texas Red Dirt. Royalty is in the house. The Josh Abbott Band.
What a lineup. So many phenomenal acts, such variety
It's
there.
loaded.
As promised, they delivered. Really excited to hear about Houston native Lizzo. She's going to be there.
Yeah.
Creed. I mean, they've never come to the rodeo before. And within that lineup are a lot of acts we've never seen at the rodeo. Morgan Maroney. I know that one was a big one on our board upstairs. And
Yes.
then also just listening to all of the different viewer comments as well. It was Chris Stapleton, who we both enjoy.
I love Chris Stapleton.
Yes.
Lainey Wilson was here last year, I think. Who else? Shabuzi will be fun. Lizzo, we mentioned we've done stories with her when she returned here, talked to her U of H professor. That'll always be fun. So it looks like Rascal Flatts, I've seen them before.
Oh, I was going to say so many pros on the rotating stage. Tim McGraw, he has been to the rodeo several times as well. Such a talent there to hear from him as well.
We're going to show you the full screen here in a minute. Something I want to point out, kind of dear to us, one of the performers, Forrest Frank. That young man has really blown up with like a Christian pop
Oh, I can
theme.
speak to it because I listen to him all the time. You know, I'm a big fan of Forrest Frank. Child
Absolutely.
of God, first album. Child of God 2. He's nominated for 2 Grammys coming up in February. So it's going to be a big month for him. He'd announced he wasn't going to be at the Grammys, and now I wonder, is this partly why,
So
prepping, getting ready for the rodeo?
But the reason it's a big deal for us here at Channel 11 is Forrest Frank is the grandson of the late Dr. Neil Frank. He recently passed away, who was our longtime chief meteorologist here at KHOU 11 and also at the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Beloved here in Houston, passed away, I think just a couple of weeks ago. Now his grandson coming here to perform.
So what's really interesting too, one of my last conversations with Dr. Frank on the phone, we talked about Forrest and just about his music and all that he has done. And Dr. Frank is on that first album.
I've seen the video.
The phone conversation with them on that first album. Okay,
It's
here's
very
the full
sweet.
screen, just going through the lineup for you. Again, the variety here. They delivered on it. Rodeo Houston for 2026. Everything from rock to pop to some R&B there, Tejano, all of it. I know our producer said she heard Aniele Ruiz cheering when we heard, I think it's Pepe Aguilar, who's
Right.
coming for Go Tejano Day. So much to be excited about. All the variety, all the different acts. And we know you're going to want your tickets. Speaking of Aniele, she is live now. They're in the room at the announcement party. So, Aniele, what do people think of the lineup?
Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited. Me and my mom had bets for who was coming for Go Tejano Day. I said Pepe Aguilar, and I won.
You did win.
She owes me 20 bucks. Mom owes me 20 bucks.
Oh, hey, Mom, you got to pay her, right?
Who are you excited to see now that you can talk about the lineup?
I know this is going to be a bad answer. I'm excited to see all of them. But what I get most excited about is how the fans react to who's up there. Because everybody's there that night because they want to see this artist. And so it just means so much to see people having a good time, having so much energy and enjoying themselves. So I don't know if I can pick one, but there's a lot of them on here that I do personally listen to, and I'm excited.
You know, I'm looking at the lineup right here, and it's pretty, diverse. You have Creed, you have J Balvin, Rascal Flatts, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. A little bit of old, a little bit of new, a little bit of different flavor, different styles. Look, we're living in the most diverse urban city in the country, the 4th largest city, and so we know this is the Houston community, so we want to try to do different things and liven it up for them.
And this is a chance for some of these different artists to also use a cowboy hat and join the fun.
They do, yeah, they really do get into it, and we have a unique buckle presentation for each entertainer, and they really enjoy that. It's become kind of a big deal in the industry, so it's always a big thing when they get that.
I know, sometimes seeing some of the artists, they say Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, and they're like, bucket list. This is a bucket list.
Yeah, 100%. Tim McGraw's a perfect example of that. He loves our show so much. We've got a chance to speak to him about it in the past. Just really believes in what we do. A lot of them, when they learn what we do, they just want to keep coming back. It's awesome.
And Lizzo, we can't forget about Lizzo. How cool is that hat?
Houston product, and a University of Houston student. We're excited to finally get her on the stage.
Let's go, KHOU. Right, well, thank you so much. Like I said, we're very excited. Tickets go on sale next week.
Yes, a week from today, so January the 15th, and we do them in 2 waves. The first 10 shows will go on sale at 10 a.m., the second will go on at 2 p.m.
Hopefully we can score some tickets there, right?
Exactly, yes. Yeah, you can get up in the waiting room 30 minutes beforehand.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to use my 20 bucks that I won for my bet to buy my Pepe Aguilar ticket, so there you go.
And then you need to bring your mother, right? Yeah, okay, got it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, what do you think about the lineup? Who are you going to go see?
Love the lineup. I think Chris Stapleton would be on my list. Lainey Wilson would be on the list. Rascal Flatts would be on the list. I'd never be at work if I keep going to all these concerts.
I know, exactly. Forrest Frank at the top of my list.
Oh, that's
for
too.
Sure.
That too.
Yes. It is going to be another.
We just need to ask for 2 weeks off, guys.
2 weeks off. It is like a holiday season around here, rodeo season, right?
The boss just had a heart attack.
The holidays.
Thank you, Aniele.
Like I said, it's going to be another incredible year. We are looking forward to it.
Exciting. Stay with us on KHOU 11 News at 10. We'll have complete coverage and highlights of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo with that lineup. Remember, tickets go on sale January 15th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lynn Cannon.
And I'm Mia Granny. See you a little later, cowboys and cowgirls.